3 months. That's what it felt like, or his listener felt it was 3 months after the whole failed escape thing. They knew never to mess with N after that. So, being a good darling, they had no choice but to listen to N. I mean, after all, he's a murder drone, and they're a worker drone. They don't know what to do but listen. Slowly, they were gaining their freedom, and praying that they will come out from that room again. That was a good hunt. Oh, those stupid drones didn't know what hit them. They tried to attack me, but newsflash, I'm a disassembly drone. I live for the hunt. Oh, look at that. I guess it's time for me to check my darling. I hope they're not too alone without me. And made it to the secret hideout. Oh, my darling, I'm back. He called out to the listener and saying hi as they were watching the show. Oh, it looks like you're enjoying the movie I brought you. The 101 Dalmatian? Listener ended up saying yes, and it was quite interesting too. Oh, goody. It looks like you also enjoy watching dogs as well. Mind if I join you? Listener hesitant but ended up agreeing and patted right next to them. But what listener was not expecting was and picking them up and setting them down on his lap. Listener tensed up after this, but focused on the movie. As listener was actually paying attention to the movie and gently rubbed or petted listener on the head as he slowly and enjoyably watched his sweet little darling. And then said, oh, my sweet little darling, how did I ever get so lucky with a child like you in this world of snow and ice? I'm considered lucky that I managed to find you. And I did because who knows what other people out there on Copper 9 would do to you if I wasn't there. And I'm so happy that I managed to find you. I love you so much, my sweet little darling. And said in his head as he slowly petted listener. Listen just let it happen because he didn't want to do anything to anger him. After a while, they just did like normal things like drawing and watching more movies and end up telling them stories and listening, same thing, but it wasn't that interesting. I mean, after all, she's a worker drone and he just does assembly drone, so he has more interesting stories than her. So that happened to you after that last time someone pranked you. Listener and told and a funny joke or story. Listener said, yeah, after a while it wasn't easy. It had to be a perfect timing for the paint bombs to go off for Brandon. The guy's such a jerk. This is delighted and oh, you are quite mischievous, listener. I love that. Listener didn't know why, but she blushed at that. Thank you, they said. You're most welcome. Oh, it looks like it's almost bedtime. And, well, Lester didn't like that, but they agreed because it's almost time for them to sleep as well. And then wishing them a good night. And ended up leaving. Lester knew that this could be their only chance to having freedom, so they didn't mess it up. They can't mess it up. He promised himself to listen and they would, so they can end up coming out from the room.